1997, a 28-year-old school teacher named Mike almost passed on a $45,000 house in his hometown. He thought it was too risky. He thought he wasn't ready. He thought real estate investing was for other people. Today, that single decision, the one he almost said no to, generates him $14,000 every single month while he sleeps. Here's the question every working American should be asking. If someone just like you, with an ordinary job and an ordinary salary, built $14,000 a month in passive income from real estate, what's actually stopping you? The answer for most people isn't money. It isn't opportunity. It's knowledge. Chapter 1. The 2 ways to earn money. There are 2 ways to earn money. Most of us were only taught one of them. The first is active income. You trade your time for money. The moment you stop working, the income stops too. This is what the entire school system prepares you for. The second is passive income. Money that flows in whether you're working or sleeping, traveling or retired. This is the wealth model every generation of the ultra-wealthy has used for centuries. 40% of American billionaires, 4 in 10, attribute their wealth primarily to real estate. Not stocks, not cryptocurrency, real estate. The asset most people drive past every single day without ever thinking of it as a vehicle for their own freedom. Chapter 2. The 4 pillars of real estate wealth. Real estate, unlike almost any other asset, builds wealth in 4 simultaneous directions at once. Pillar 1 is cash flow, the money remaining after every expense is paid. Mortgage, taxes, insurance, repairs, management fees. In the right market with the right property, hundreds of dollars remain each month, arriving automatically, whether you're working or not. Pillar 2 is appreciation. Real estate gains 3 to 5% annually in most markets, but because you use leverage, your actual return is far higher. Put $30,000 down on a $150,000 property, it appreciates 4%. That's $6,000 in gains on your $30,000, a 20% return from appreciation alone. Pillar 3 is equity paydown. Every month your tenant pays rent. You use that rent to pay the mortgage. Every payment transfers more ownership to you. Your tenant is literally building your net worth, $1 at a time, month after month, year after year, until the mortgage is paid and you own the asset free and clear. Pillar 4 is tax advantages. The government actually rewards real estate investors. Depreciation deductions, operating expense write-offs, capital gains deferral through 1031 exchanges. These 4 pillars stacked together is why well-purchased rental properties dramatically outperform any savings account, any bond fund, and most stock portfolios. Chapter 3, running the numbers that change everything. Let's get specific. Real estate content stays vague on purpose, but numbers don't lie. Model a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in a landlord-friendly secondary market. Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana. Memphis, Tennessee. Purchase price, $160,000, 20% down, $32,000. Mortgage at 7%, 30 years, $850 per month. Now the expenses. Property taxes, $150 monthly. Insurance, $75. Reserve 10% of rent for vacancy. 10% for maintenance and capital expenditures. Monthly rent, $1,600. Total monthly expenses, $1,350. Net cash flow, $250 per month. $3,000 per year. That's a 9.4% cash-on-cash return from cash flow alone. Add appreciation and equity paydown, and your total annual return approaches 18 to 20%. Here's the most powerful filter in real estate investing, the 1% rule. Monthly rent should equal at least 1% of the purchase price. $1,600 on a $160,000 property. If a deal passes this filter, the math has a chance to work. If it doesn't, move on. Chapter 4, Where to Buy, the Market Selection Secret. The most important decision you'll make is not which property to buy, it's which market to buy in. And this is where most beginners fail. They buy locally, they buy what they know. And if they live in a high-cost city, they enter a market where positive cash flow is mathematically impossible. Markets that build real passive income share three characteristics. First, affordable prices relative to rents. The 1% rule is achievable. Second, population and job growth. Sunbelt cities, Texas, Arizona, Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, have seen sustained population inflows, driving rental demand year after year. Third, landlord-friendly laws. States with straightforward eviction processes and no rent control protect your income stream. Research your state before you buy. Chapter 5. Getting Started. The House Hacking Strategy. The most powerful starter strategy is called house hacking. Buy a small multifamily, a duplex or triplex. Live in one unit, rent the others. Your tenants pay your mortgage, often all of it. You build equity while living almost free. With an FHA loan, you can start with 3.5% down, under $9,000 on a $250,000 duplex. After 2 years, you've built equity, experience, and a rental property generating income while you move on to your next deal. Once you own one property, the second is easier, the third easier still, because you're reinvesting cash flow, building equity, and most importantly, learning. The 5-property plan is one of the most common roadmaps in this industry. 1 property by year 1, 2 by year 3, 5 by year 7. At 5 well-selected properties, generating $200 to $400 monthly each, you're looking at $1,000 to $2,000 a month in passive income, a meaningful supplement to any lifestyle, a foundation you keep building. Real estate does not care about your age, your degree, or your background. It cares about your numbers, your patience, and your willingness to educate yourself before you execute. If this video gave you real value, if something clicked that hasn't clicked before, we want to keep giving you that. Hit subscribe, new videos every week on real estate, passive income, and the strategies that actually build lasting wealth. Drop your biggest question about getting started in the comments below. I read every single one. The information is free. The decision to act is yours. Subscribe now, and let's build something together.